What's up? This is Dr. Richa, and in this video, we are going to discuss one of the most important factors which helps us in our fight against cavities, and that is good salivary flow. Now, as you all know, saliva in the mouth is produced by the salivary glands. Now, did you know that saliva is made of 98 to 99% of water, and then it also has certain key constituents which contributes or which is essential to maintain good oral health and good health of your gums. Now, one of the key constituents of saliva in your mouth is calcium and phosphate, and also fluoride. Now, you might be aware that calcium and phosphate are key constituents, or especially very essential for remineralization of your tooth. Now, remineralization is when the mineral content of your tooth is lost, that is when there is a start of a cavity. You have calcium and phosphate present in the saliva, which under specific conditions can re-enter the tooth and make it stronger against acid attack. Coming to the next function of calcium and phosphate ions, and that is they buffer the acid produced in the mouth by the bacteria. So they also have a buffering effect. Now, moving on, saliva also contains certain proteins and lipids. Again, these are produced by the salivary glands. Now, these contribute towards forming of the tooth pellicle. Now, tooth pellicle is the most important protective structure present in the mouth. It is a protective surface on the teeth. Now this is a protein rich layer, and certain proteins like PRPs or proline rich proteins contribute towards its formation. What they do is they stick to the tooth, and what they do is that they prevent the constant dumping of calcium and phosphate ions onto the tooth. We have already discussed that calcium and phosphate is available for remineralization. So what PRP does is it prevents its continuous dumping onto the tooth, because then otherwise you might end up with Dracula tooth. Moving on, our saliva also contains certain important immunoglobulins like IgA. What IgA does is it prevents the attachment of the strep mutans to the tooth. So you have one more protective factor towards it. Now moving on to certain other proteins that are present in the saliva, we have something called as staphylins. Now, staphylins are proteins that are basically produced by the submandibular glands, and what they do is that they prevent the crystal formation in your mouth. Now, whenever you go to the dentist and you get a prophylaxis done or you get a scaling treatment done, what they are doing is removing the calculus and tartar, which is the crystal formation that takes place. Another important protein that is present in the saliva are histatins, and histatins have antibacterial and antifungal properties. That is antifungal, that is it helps against Candida albicans fungi. Then we have lactoferrins, which stop the growth of the strep mutans. And finally, we have something called as lysosomes. Lysosomes are bactericidal, and they stop and prevent the growth of any microbes in your mouth. Apart from this, one of the most important factor that saliva does is that it causes clearance of the carbs in your mouth. By clearance, I mean is it that washes away the carbs that are present in your mouth. And finally, saliva also contains a digestive enzyme called as amylase, which helps in the breakdown of starches. So that's all on the protective factors on the saliva. So that's it on this video. I hope this was helpful to you, and in our next video we will be talking about other important factors such as fluoride and antibacterials in detail.